Hello. I had a brilliant night in the forest. Look at that. I think now we're gonna head to Forks. Why Forks? I don't know. Why not Forks? There's a library there. I can finish getting a video done and then I can do some research for Operation Orca. Okay, Forks Library. Let's get this video done. Got a video out, so now y'all know I'm on the coast, and now I am entirely too tired to drive anywhere else today. So we're just gonna stay at this little rest stop here in Forks. It's cute, and there's bathrooms. It does smell like stale beer though, so apparently I missed the party. I think I found a place to go for our first Operation Orca mission. There's a little place near Nia Bay, which is kind of like near the northernmost point of the United States, other than, of course, contiguous, not the United States. I think I can stay there for a few days. I'm hoping anyway, because I'd really kind of like to just chill for a few days. And I think that I should be able to sort of keep an eye out on the water while I'm there. At least that's what I have in my mind after looking at this spot on iOverlander. I hope I'm right. Maybe, just maybe, I might see a whale. And, you know, like, orcas are definitely like the gold trophy of whale seeing for me. But honestly, any whale would be so exciting. And I heard otters. You might be able to see otters there. Let's just see what happens. So this is where iOverlander brought me, and it is a very cute little place with a very wonderful view. But I'm not gonna stay because I just feel like with these signs here, and there's a sign a little further up the road that tells you to stop and read this sign, there's going to be a fair amount of traffic here coming, you know, people stopping and whatnot, and I just, you know, I don't want to be in the way, and I don't want to deal with that, so I'm actually going to backtrack some because I saw a few spots that I think will work. I got to check the laws and make sure that it's cute, but I'm going to just backtrack a little bit and see if I can make one of those other spots work. I'm definitely on the right track. This is just another little pull-off. I think this is maybe Highway 13. I don't know. I'll put a little text thing that tells you where we are. I'm not exactly sure. But according to this, we're on the right track. And that is the view from here. Editor's note, I seriously considered editing out that last clip because of this comment. And ever since I read that comment, I've been like really paying attention to how I use my voice and am I lifting my tone at the end of every sentence, and, you know, just being very, very self-conscious about it. And after giving it some thought and like thinking about how my favorite creators in the whole wide world, like Elise Myers, Jenna Marblson, everybody that I love and I watch every single thing they do, they have people that don't like them. What is that saying? Whether you do or you don't, you're gonna irritate somebody, so you might as well do it. I don't think there's any way that I can bend myself into a pretzel enough that like it's going to please everybody. And I honestly don't wanna have to worry about that. I really don't. Like, I'm really having fun with this YouTube channel, and I have spent enough time in my life editing myself in real life to try and be like less irritating or less annoying or just whatever, so people would like me, you know? And I just don't think I want to do that anymore. So I am very, very sorry if the way I talk is annoying. Well, am I really sorry about it? I don't actually know if I would go so far as to say I'm sorry about it, but I do, you know, I hate the fact that not everybody in the whole wide world likes me, but, you know, I'm human, and I'm gonna human. And I'm gonna human in my own personal brand of ways of being a human. And so if that is something that just like gets tiring for you or irritating for you, I do sort of apologize, but mostly just wish you well in your hunt to find the YouTuber that suits you, you know, because there's just so many different kinds of us. Even just within the van life community, there are so many different kinds of us. And if you're looking for a more toned down experience, that exists. If you're looking for more adventure, that exists. Whatever it is you're looking for, you can find it. So I wish you the very best of luck in finding that. And to the people who are totally cute with who I am, thank you so much, because it is largely because of you and the things that you guys have said to me that make me realize I don't need to edit myself. I'm gonna keep it just raw and real, and I'm not gonna spend too much time thinking about how I'm saying what I'm saying, and I'm not gonna edit out things if I think, oh no, I sang way too many times or whatever. Like, that honestly is just me, and it is something that I've gotten a lot of flack about in my life, that, you know, why do you have to sing everything? Well, I don't know why, but I do, and I've decided I'm just gonna be okay with that. Thank you so much to all the people who stick around, because I love you so freaking much, especially because I know that the vast majority of you just want me to be who I am and wouldn't try and change me, and that's my people. You guys are my people, and I'm your people, and the rest of everybody else can go find another channel and be their people. Okay, that's it. I do not think I'm gonna stay here for the night. I'm still trying to figure out, this is in Clallam, maybe, county, and I'm trying to figure out what the laws are here about sleeping in your car. It may require a permit, and I'm not exactly sure how you get that, so now I'm wondering if I need to backtrack a lot and hope that I can figure out the whole overnight thing. Okay guys, this is a spot we're going to try. I still have not figured out for sure whether or not it's legal to park and sleep in your car in Clallam County. I'm not sure how you say it. I'm having trouble with the internet. It's like roaming. It keeps trying to put me on like Canadian network, which I'm pretty sure, I think Canada's just right there. Hello to my Canadian friends. So I really don't know. So I have put out my solar panels, and I'm gonna just sit here for the day and see if anybody stops and says anything to me. I'm not as worried about like a knock and getting told to move on. That's happened enough times that it's like not as big a deal. I still don't love it, but it's not as big a deal. But I am worried about a potential fine. So I don't know. I'm gonna just stay here for a little while, get all juiced back up, or as juiced back up as I can, and see how I feel when it gets closer to dark. We'll see. But in the meantime, I am going to keep my eyes peeled for any potential spout behavior. Thought I saw an otter. It's a buoy. So my internet doesn't want to cooperate. I'm still not 100% sure whether or not like I'm actually allowed to stay here, but I'm fairly certain that Forks, where I stayed last night, is in Clallam County, and I know for sure that the iOverlander reviews there said that the cops specifically told them they could sleep in that spot. So I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I'm just gonna stay for one night. I think it'll be fine. I do that a lot. I just decide, you know, I'm gonna do it. I don't know if it's gonna be okay, but I think it's gonna be fine. And usually it actually is. So I think it's gonna be fine. Good morning. Otter alert. Even the binoculars tell me this is almost certainly otters. I do have eye issues, but I am 99% sure those are actually otters. No, wait, but really, do you see? Oh my gosh. I actually had a really good camera before I moved out of my apartment, but I like sold everything because I didn't really think that I would use it. And I needed the $500. But man, how much do I wish I had that camera right now, because it really was good at getting close to things. Those are definitely otters though. I can see their tails. Let's see if I can get a spot where these grass things aren't in the way. That sign that we saw before said that seeing otters was pretty rare. So I guess I'm extra special lucky this morning. And you with me. We are so lucky. They're going away. What a cool way to start the day. Port Angeles, my friends. Or Angeles, I'm not sure exactly how you're supposed to say it. This is the Marine Center or Marine Life Center. I'm tempted to go in, but I really need to save my pennies. I gotta make this trip as responsibly as I can, so I'm not gonna go in, but there's still a lot of cool things to look at just on the outside. Y'all, I've discovered a new breed of sea deer. Just random deer. Other people are like, whoa, yo, there's deer. By the sea, what are they doing? I think they're like, Billy, you took this the wrong way again. They seem so confused. Like, wait a minute, did I miss the turn? Where was I supposed to turn, Mabel? This doesn't look familiar at all. Well, let's keep going. Let's see what we can find. Okay, so I've seen otters and maybe an eagle and deer, sea deer, ocean deer, and it's not even noon yet. So I just went and got a Discover Pass, and I think it's going to give me a lot more places that I can camp. At least I think, according to the research that I did. You always have to kind of take everything I say with a grain of salt because I'm not the smartest girl around. But I do think so, and I am going to go to a place tonight where I definitely need it. And I know there's a place that might have good whale watching where I definitely need it. So $30 well worth spent in my opinion. And then you walk out the Walmart and there's just random mountains, just right outside the Walmart. This is Port Angeles or Angeles. So a very well spent day. Okay, I have found our spot for the night. I was hoping that it was a place that I could stay for a few days, actually, because I really kind of need a break from like the constantly trying to figure out where I'm going to park thing. But there's really not enough sun here to get enough solar, so that won't work. But it's wonderful for the night. This is the spot. There's a little creek down there with the rock stackies, and you can hear that it is right next to the road. I don't think it'll be too bad, and I'm really honestly so used to road noise at this point, that's not a problem. This is that place that I said needed the Discover Pass, and there are a few other places I want to go that need that, so we've got that covered now. We're just gonna chill here for the night, and then hopefully tomorrow I am gonna take a break from whale seeking to find a place to like park for a week so that I can just sort of, you know what I mean? You gotta share the highs and the lows, right? Or at least that's what I'm telling myself, because I need to tell y'all about what just happened. There was a baby bird. He was on the ground. He was on the forest over here. He looked like he'd probably fallen out of his nest, because he's like, can't fly, trying to like hop around, chirping, chirping. So I look up on Google, what should you do when you find a baby bird? Because like, I'm prepared to take care of this bird if I need to. Google says if there's a parent around, you should leave it, because the parent will continue to take care of it until it's big enough to fledge. I'm like, okay, cool. Parents got it, because I see there's this parent definitely hanging around, coming and talking to it and, you know, checking on it and flying back and forth. And so he's got a parent. Okay, all right, cool. Bird is cute, right? So I go in my van and I'm just chilling. 20 minutes later, maybe. I don't know how long. Anyway, so I look up. I'm in my van. I look up to look at the beautiful creek. And I see on one of those rock stacks in the middle of the river, the baby bird. That's not good. The baby keeps jumping into the water, trying to figure out how to get back home, I think. Oh, gosh. I'm not gonna cry. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I have to go save, I don't know what, can I get to the bird? Let me try to get to the bird. So I get down there, but first I have to traverse a very steep, it's a very steep, you cannot, the camera does not really show you how steep it is. Even that, it really doesn't show you. It's very, very steep. So I'm like trying to lean way back so my boobs don't topple me over as I'm like scooching down the thing. And I get to the edge of the water right down there, because you can get in the water there. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going in. But, you know, I stop before I get in the water. I stop to try and get a visual of the bird again. And that was maybe 20 minutes ago. I've been looking for him since then. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, like maybe he got across the river somehow and he's back in like the underbrush, you know, because I do still hear chirping. You can probably hear it. That's the chirping. And I fear, because I can see, let me see if I can show you. So I don't know if you'll see over there a teeny, teeny, tiny little yellow bird. That's the parent. And I think he's looking for his baby, or she's looking for her baby. And I'm hearing answering chirps, I think, but I'm like 99% sure the answering chirps are coming from up there, so it's like her other babies that are still in the nest. I'm at a loss. I'm so sad. I feel so bad for the mama bird. Like, I can't even imagine how she must feel right now. I'm so sorry, Mama. I'm really, really sorry. I hope it's okay that I shared this with you. I need it too. I really did. If I find him and there was a miracle, I'll let you know. But I think for now, it's rip baby birdie. Very sad. I had to leave that place I was at last night really quickly this morning. Well, not really quickly, but earlier than I expected, because somebody came in the middle of the night, I guess, and parked like right next to me, which of course they have a right to do, and it was a small place, and you know, I just felt awkward. So I left real early, went to the library, then was just too tired to figure out where to go today. So we just stayed here in Port Angeles. This is my spot for the night. Not bad for a city spa, am I right? So just gonna rest here tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna try and find a place that I can stay for like a week, and then go back on to marine life mission. The truth is that wherever I'm at, I'm kind of on wildlife watch. I don't know if you've noticed that. I kind kind of like animals a little bit. I get excited when I see them, and so honestly, it doesn't really matter where I am. We're on the ocean, so it's ocean watch now. Okay, we have found a spot in the gorgeous Olympic National Forest. It is just a little pull off on the road, but it was easy to get to, which is always a big priority when you have a minivan or any sort of two-wheel drive, I think, probably. I'm pretty sure I still have cell service here, and I can stay for 14 days if I wanted to. I think that's the deal, but I am not going to stay that long. For now, it's mission chill, mission cool out, mission I'm tired. And it's gorgeous. There's a big drop off there. Aww, look at all that trash down there. People. Somebody done forgot their jawbone. That takes if my head wasn't attached, I would lose it to a whole new level. This must be one of them banana slugs I keep hearing about. Look how big it is. Look at my hand next to it. That's so big. He even has a banana leaf butt. So it turns out this actually isn't the best place to stay for a few days. It gets a little bit of sun for a little while, and then it's all... I was hoping there was enough of a clearing that I would get enough sun, but that is not happening. My refrigerator actually died overnight. So we are, I don't even really know exactly what we're gonna do. I think we're just gonna go into town for a second. Instead of going straight into town as I had originally thought I was going to do, I decided to turn around and just keep going down the mountain road, the Forest Service road, for a while to see if I could find a big enough clearing. And it did take quite a bit of driving. In fact, I kind of thought at this point I was just going to end up in a whole nother town because I didn't think I was going to find anything. And then I found this little cross between two roads. I think I ended up on Snowy Creek Road maybe. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure what roads these are, but it's a fantastic little clearing. I think those orange things are something to do with shot practice, which is, just something you deal with. I am getting some decent sun. I think I should be able to get charged back up. I think that it's a big enough clearing that I should be able to get enough sun so I can avoid going back into the town for a little while and spend a few more days up here. On another note, the temperature is brilliant. I think it's probably upper 60s maybe right now. I don't know. It's fantastic. So glad I didn't have to go back into the city. I really didn't want to. And I have everything I need. I have water and food. The only thing I needed was power. And okay, so right now the sun is gone, but it's coming and it's going. It's coming and it's going. And we're hoping that it's going to be going enough that I can stay here for a few more days and unwind a little bit. And then by then I'll be so ready to get back to the coast. So it'll be perfect. So I'm so excited that we found this place. And that's my view out my front door right now. It's just very sweet and cute with the little flowers. And there's some kind of really cool birds around here, like 2 different really interesting bird calls. So I'm going to try and get those on film so you can tell me, because I'm sure somebody will know who they are, right? Or I can look it up later when I have better Wi-Fi. Okay, that's the first call I would love some help identifying. I am still trying to figure out whether or not this place is going to give me enough sun. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon last night, or yesterday afternoon, I was in the shade. Being in the forest, you've got the trees to contend with. It is now 9 a.m. So it seems as though I will be able to get a decent amount of sun between 9 and 2:30-ish, 3 p.m. I do think that should be enough sun to keep the refrigerator going as long as I'm really conscientious about every other use of power. So, and I just love this place. It's just this, really peaceful little alcove. I don't think alcove. I think I used that word incorrectly. Grotto. Can I call it a grotto? I'm still waiting for that bird. I told you there was 2 bird sounds I was wanting to identify. I got one of them on film, but I'm still waiting for the other one. So I just really want to stay here for a few more days. As long as clouds don't really become a problem. Don't even mention it. Don't manifest that shit, birdie. I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine. You never know. I might pop in here tomorrow and be like, you know what? Actually, we're going to Mexico. You never freaking know. Why did I say anything about clouds? Why did I talk about clouds? I manifested the clouds. And I only got my refrigerator battery to 36% before the clouds came in. So, cry. I will stay here today, but almost certainly go back to the city tomorrow. When am I ever going to learn that you just cannot trust the weather apps? They want to tell you what's going to happen. They can get kind of close sometimes, but they don't really know. And it was supposed to be sunny all day today. So when will I learn? Today, maybe today. So it turns out all the back and forth about whether I should stay because of the solar was kind of a moot point, because I woke up this morning and realized that I was almost out of coffee creamer, and we cannot have that now, can we? So we're headed back into town. We're gonna get some coffee creamer and figure out our next steps. I got the creamer, really important, and I went to the library and got some stuff done. Oh my gosh, wait, y'all. Okay, I was just gonna tell you that now I'm just on some random street in Port Townsend for the night. Anyway, but no, listen. I went to the library. I checked my email, which I don't do very often. I'm really bad about it, and there was PayPal in there I didn't know about, and so I'm really, really sorry about being late to send you emails. Hopefully you received an email from me. But there was 2 PayPal gifts from people who specifically said it was for our you and me, whale watching trip, the marine life mission. It just so happens that those 2 gifts are exactly what I need to go on a whale watching cruise, like a little boat trip. I did not think that was going to be in the cards for me. I was just planning to spend all my time by the coast, or as much time as I could by the coast, but these 2 say specifically it's for our marine watching wildlife mission. And so I feel like, doesn't that give me license to use that for a whale watching cruise? Doesn't it? Like, or is that totally irresponsible of me to even think about doing that? But it said specifically for that, so I feel like it's for us. Wait, I know that sounds like I'm making excuses for me to do this, and maybe I am, but we could really maybe actually see orcas out there. We could maybe even get somewhat close-ish. I know there's like a distance you have to stay from them, but like closer than I would from the coast. So I'm thinking, I mean, I'm right here in Port Townsend, kind of where all the whale tours are. I'm really excited, but I really need to think about it. Decide whether or not it's just really not the smartest thing to do. That's crazy that I could actually, within a year's time, go to this. Like, that's just crazy. Anyways, for tonight, I'm just on a random street somewhere in Port Townsend, and I'm going to sleep now, so good night. So we're going to have to decide about the whale cruise next time, because I realized that this video was just getting too long. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off now, and we will discuss that and decide what we're going to do next time. Feel free to give me your input in the meantime. I'm just gonna hang out in Port Townsend today, get some more sun, and then see what happens after that. Okay, all right, I guess that's it. I'm always so awkward at the endings. It's like I never know exactly how to end it. I think that's a universal problem among YouTubers, frankly. So instead of just rambling, I'm just gonna say thank you so much for joining me. I absolutely adore you to pieces. Love you, and I will see you next time.